Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 89 of DeadWorld. Apparently, we need to make food in order to eat food. My last stick. Harvest a torch or two. Or go stick hunting. Make some water while we're at it. Sorry, we're done eating fat for a while. That was not one of the better ideas. But how do you know? How do you know until you try? So, a little gutsy to do that with such limited health. And we did take a bit of a hit for that, unfortunately. We were almost at 50%, I think, when I launched the game. We were in the 30s, yeah. So, took a little hit. But it did keep us from going hungry. We'll eat this real quick, and then we'll go check the beach coming on the other side. We checked this side here. This is where we got this meal. See if we keep continuing to get lucky with the fish or not, as that continues to be quite an interesting twist. It was like we were doing really bad, and then like 3 episodes in a row, we started doing better. And suddenly, it felt like things were starting to stabilize. And now, this last couple of bits, we've been lean on food again. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. 756 calories, girl. Enjoy them. It is the last of your food. All right, let's finish this. Now, how much fire do we have? An hour? I think we can. 40, it'll be close. Close enough. All right. We're in the better part of the day. See how truly cold it is. It sounds like a wolf howl. Once again, we should not have wolves. This is DeadWorld. Yeah, we're cold already. I have no means to defend myself against wolves. We're not packed for that. I hope I'm wrong. Alright. Don't like the sprint. Burns up our calories. But it's going to get cold really fast. Maybe we can get lucky with a fish or something. Take it back and make it. Wow. Cattails? No. How does that get here? More saplings. More firewood. Alright. Nope.
I can't feel my feet.
Alright, we're headed back. I don't see anything beyond the lumber there. I still swear I hear a wolf kind of in the distance. Let's get back to the cave here.
I'm so cold and warming up a bit.
Yeah, we don't need to get cold. We don't have much health to be sparing for this. So what did we find that we don't need to be carrying? Don't need to be carrying that. Just eat it. There's no sense in carrying it. It's warm up here. That might work. I know we're going to be cold, but my curiosity's got the best of me. There it is. I don't have anything to aim. Oh, we do have a rock. So right there where my thumb is a wolf. That should not be in the game. And we had this happen one time before. Actually, it looks like there's 2 wolves. Interesting. Yeah. My one rock, and I threw it. Alright, let's try a trick here. Now, the way the code is written, there should be no live animals. And we've seen this a couple times before, as I was going to say. When we were in the Milton Basin, there was a wolf. And we were able to clear it out by taking a nap. And reloads the game and fixes the code. The other time we saw rabbits in Keeper's Pass. A long time ago. So I'm going to sleep for an hour. And see if we can't get rid of the wolves, because at this point, it's going to be really hard to move and get around them. Alright, let's see if they're there. Because we kind of need to go to Desolation Point. And they are still there. Well, that's a shame, guys. You're not supposed to be here. Okay. Well, is this my rock that I threw all the way over here? It is my rock. We do have 1 blue torch. Wouldn't this be the ironic way to lose this round? Would be to them. Alright, well, sleeping didn't help. Loading the screen will make a difference. So when we go... Nope, they're still there.
Trees? Because I'm gonna eat a tree.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and carry the torch. And hope like heck we don't run into one. But we're gonna head to Desolation Point. We need food. And right now the game has put us in a bad position by making us food. Alright, game, no surprises here. Let's hope the loading screen fixes that. Okay. It's not the first time it's happened, so it doesn't surprise me. It's a glitch, but it does frustrate you because you're trying to play a specific rule set, and something like that could ruin the game in the aspect that it takes away your ability to defend yourself. Because luckily enough, we could hear them, and luckily enough, I had that rock. I could have made it work. Oh, cool. What would have been the sad part is that the fact that they shouldn't have been there, and then you have an incident, and with our health, it'd be done. So it would technically end the run. I'm surprised the goal is respawning, which I'm happy about. I mean, how many do we have? Oh, that gives us 4. Drop this. We don't need that. Whoops. Quite a bit of coal, actually. Like 6 or 7 pieces. Put this out. We're not freezing cold, but we are colder than we'd like to be. We could probably do the torch, maybe. Kind of windy. I don't know. It's slowing us down. Probably wouldn't stay lit. Nope. We're 3 down, so it's not really going to make a big difference. Let's just get to the other mine. Wind's so loud. Now, the one thing we do have to lean on is something that we gambled on, which I was kind of even surprised myself that I did it. We left one fish behind in the Riken. So I don't know if we're going to get there before we flatline. What's our weight look like? You know what? Let's just take all this so we can store it. Any more that we find. Nice that it's respawning. Coal is our lifeblood. I'm trying to stay warm. I don't want to get too heavy, but I'd like to pick it all up and stash it if we can. Of course, it'd have to be windy and cold in the warmest part of the day. That's cool. The new effects are so neat. The snow blowing off the top of the roofs and stuff. I'm sure we've been in here, but let's try the super secret trailer. The basement trailer.
Something to eat.
Yeah, we've already looked all. I figured we had been through here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, warm up. Yeah, Astrid, we made you hungry. Let's get over to the Riken. You should have a lovely piece of fish. And then maybe we can get out here and get lucky with some more fish. Sun is just going down. Fog is not the best for doing beachcombing, but I think it'd be really frustrating to play like the always fog, always blizzard. There'd be a certain amount of frustration in playing that. Okay, Astrid, look. Big calorie boost. And we're not seriously cold. These bad torches? They are. Let's see if this torch makes any amount of difference. It does. Let's go start a fire over here in our little fire pit. It should be fairly straight across from here. And we'll see if we can't fumble in the fog. And find some beachcombing.
Come on, little fire.
All right. Let that go. We should probably warm up first before we get all crazy. Put that out. Wasting the torch. Lighten our load and we'll keep some coal over here. This is where we tend to kind of hang out while we're doing beachcombing. All right, Astrid, cross your fingers. One, hopefully we don't fall into the water. That might pretty much ruin our day. And two, let's hope we find something to eat. Well, finding the fir wood is at least something that tells us there's refresh the beach coming. All right. It's like razor's edge here. I think we're staying pretty warm with the torch, so I'm going to keep going because we ain't found nothing. I think the fog's lifting a little bit. That's helping us some. I just hope it doesn't start to get cold. Like slim pickings over here. Torch below us. We're still 4 degrees. Okay. Wow. That was too close for comfort. Come on. This is slim pickings over here. Maybe we don't have to worry about how long we're going to last after all. Well, we're still warm. Maybe we duck in here real quick and we warm up more completely. Come on. All right, I'm going to put the torch out. It's going to take too long. To warm up. Oops. There we go. All right, the torch is still making the difference. I'm sure my water and fire have burned and boiled away, so. But we kind of need to keep going here. Kind of need to find. All right, finally, beachcombing and fish. So we got food for one more day. And leather. Yeah, I know, Astrid. Got a little more beach coming up here. I'll tell you what. Put this down. Get you another torch. use this one. We'll make a couple of torches. Scrap metal. Stick. Is that it? Okay. I think that's it. Pretty clear night. So I'll put this question out to all of you who watch this, have been watching this, and that is, I'm going to make a definitive decision after recording the next episode on what I'm going to do. Right now, at the point we are in, we've got one more day's worth of food. And then we got to wait on a blizzard again. And then we've got to repeat this. And I know that some of you are pretty much done with the beachcombing science experiment. A lot of it's the same thing over and over again, which is part of the experiment. And I am perfectly fine with moving this to a series that we do like once a month. Come in, we see how Astrid's doing, check in, so to speak, see if beachcombing is still keeping her alive, and we move on to something new. But the question becomes is, what do we do next? If we do move this series to more of a check-in, like a monthly check-in, what do we replace it with? I might just get rid of that because it's going to be... So if there's something you'd like to see over anything else, I would love to hear what you guys would like to have me do. I know one of the things I'd like to do is to do a DeadWorld, like an old school deal, where we go back in time and we play DeadWorld in its original form, which would be version 1.81. So this would be back before Ash Canyon. This would be before DLC. That's one of the things I'd like to do. I would really like to try Grimloper, one that Jetwire's been doing. Should have got a drink. I'm not helping myself at all. I've been really enjoying the hand luggage one, but I kind of like the way I've got that one set up to be kind of a maybe 2 times a month type deal, and I kind of like the way I'm recording it in chunks of the days that you're in the new region. It's like every day, every moving day is a new episode, which is I'm kind of liking the way that's playing out. So I think we're gonna leave that alone. But would love to hear from you guys as far as what you might want to watch. I think we're gonna cook that fish in here. Less likely to lose a fire. Are you guys ruined or not? Not ruined.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
$1,500 calories. That'll work.
Ah, I'm starving.
Really, Astrid? Really? You were standing here when we started the fire. And I said, let's cook this fish we found. Much coal as we have. Tempted to forge a knife. Don't know that we'd survive doing it, but probably run out of food. All right, let's take a peek at something here. Oops. Day 166. We're at 138, or at 38, excuse me. So we're at a third of a health. This is our last meal at this point. Technically, without a storm, we're in trouble. Yeah, we got more scrap metal there. If only we could hunt. Oh, we're going to lose this torch. Although this might be good news. This could be the storm we need. That's so bad that we can't even walk across this fairly short distance without nearly freezing.
Starting to feel numb.
I'm trying to walk you as fast as I can, but the wind is kicking your butt. I think you're going to just start to get cold when we get here.
It's too cold to think.
All right, let's drop half of these. I don't think we need a... We didn't use that flare, so... If I'd have had to use it on the wolves, I would have been a little more concerned about getting a second one, but... Sounds promising. I can only imagine how bad this boat smells. It would just be so rusty, metallic. You know what? Here, let's warm up before we poke our head out there. You got an open porthole and you can't see out of it. That's no fair. Are you a blizzard? I say yes, you are. So now we have to wait. The waiting game again. How many sticks do we have? We got enough to make one torch. I say we harvest 3 worse torches and make 2 good torches. This way, if the storm lets loose, we'll have 2 long-lasting torches to work with. Alright, let's poke our head back out again. Well, I'm gonna go sleep for an hour. Because we have nothing better to do. We might as well be rested.
I'll take it.
Sleep for an hour. Storm still rages. Sleep for one more. It sounds better. It doesn't mean anything. It's funny, that torch is like just out of reach. Okay. I see a locker. That's sign number 1. Okay, that's also good news that torch is keeping us warm. Looks like I see something over there. Let's go light this fire over here. See what they brought us. I mean, theoretically, we need to find like 3 or 4 fish to really make a difference as far as giving us days worth of food, kind of like it did before.
Come on, little fire.
One coal, one fur. Make water. Let's go. Daylight is a wasting, Astrid. Daylight is a wasting. Actually, that was a well-timed storm in that it happened during the colder part of the day, and now it's nice and clear and it's warm. And it looks like we may have some sort of corpse. Yeah, it looks like a corpse. Corpse with nothing on it. I'm going to risk going a little further this way because, one, we took a nap, which is helping us. And two, we're not seriously cold. If we have to drop another fire, we will. Oh, I see birds again. Will it be good news? Looks like it might be a deer. Is it a deer we can do something about? Don't tease me, TLD. Don't tease me. I guess we're using the cedar.
Come on. Come on.
That out. Add a coal. Alright, we are warming up. Ooh. Did it all. Don't fall in the water. It'll be a long day. Hanging out inside trying to warm back up. $14, $40. Alright, let's let that cook and we'll go over here and see if we can find anything else. Looks like there's something right in front of me there. Kind of... Yeah, that looks like something there right in front of me. Lots of something's just appeared in front of me. Oh, this is where we had the fire before. Okay. I remember this. We pulled sticks out of the fire by doing the torch. Well, I'm glad we walked over here. No argument there. We need to go walk the rest of it before the sun runs out. Are you done yet? Just think, Astrid, you ate the whole thing. Oh, come on, wind. Gonna change the dynamics. Make this hard. There's the torch. I think I'm gonna go right for the Riken, although the wind's kicking my butt. I don't know that my fire is gonna be warm or lit over here to warm up from. Well, the way the wind's blowing, might as well walk towards the fire. And hope it's still lit. I still see a fire. Water's got to be gone. That'll be darn certain about that. Still going strong, Astrid. Still going strong. Here, let's do this. You got to warm up anyway, so we could pass time by doing smaller chunks of water. Why couldn't you take this hot frying pan and stick it in between your first and your second layer on your gluteus maximus? Keep your buns warm. This has got to be a fool's errand, but I'm going to do it here anyway. Hoping maybe we see some other stuff. It's a fish. Except we're gonna get cold. Oh, cattail head. Not worth coming over here for. All right, we found a fish. Run like the wind,
My fingers.
or run with the wind. Come on, Aster. Don't take too much damage here.
Damn. I'm
Oh,
freezing.
don't get hung up on stuff. Okay, I think we're gonna make that the save point. I want to see what we got here. Okay, we got another 1,300 calories. And we're sitting on... Oops. Almost a full stomach. So... we got at least another day left. But we're going to take that save. And the next episode, episode 90, is going to be basically turning point. And so from here, at this point, we need to check the rest of Desolation Point and then work back to Crumbling Highway, see what we can find, and see how much food we have. And I think, regardless of the outcome, I think we are going to move this series to a monthly check in. Maybe we can make it, we don't even have to make it that long. We can do like a 45-minute little check in. Let's see how she's doing, kind of deal. And we'll make some decisions as what's going to be next for the channel as far as series goes. But looking to do something different. I've loved this so much. This Dead World Challenge is such a neat little thing and all that. But I'd like to try something different. I've never expected it to carry this on for this long. And I really didn't think Beachcombing would work this long either. I figured we'd already be on to something else by now. So kind of surprised with everything. But anyway, yeah, if there's something you want to see in the next series, we got leave some comments on that. I would love to hear what we'd like to do. I thought about another one I thought of that I didn't mention earlier was maybe like you do like Outer Stalker. I know Outer Loper's a big one, but I think Outer Stalker could be interesting because you would be able to find the guns, but ammunition would be tough. You wouldn't be able to machine ammunition, so you'd have to use it sparingly. Might be an interesting run. Different challenges, by all means. Throw stuff out there. We'll see what everybody has to say. But with that, thank you very much for watching all this. We will continue with at least one more episode in the weekly series, and then after episode 90, I think we're going to be doing a monthly check-in. I'm about 99.9% sure about it. So anyway, comment, like, subscribe, do all those things, but definitely comment and let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching.